Pow! Hello, we are going to get started very soon. I know that technically we should get started in like 1 minute. Oh man, I'm still sweaty and so hair is sticking to my head, making my balding head look worse. Oh my god. Alright, so we're going to get started very soon, but I am going to start a jam today. I've got the headphones in because I don't want to listen to the music from this game that we are playing. Instead, I want to listen. I want to listen to. I think we're gonna go with Maximum Chill today. Let's be easy, baby. It was a pretty crazy day, so there we go. We got that. Hello, Blazin'. Here is the link. There we go. Now, next thing I gotta do is get the dashboard open on my phone. Okay, so there we go. Stream Manager had some sound. So I don't know if I even wrote it. Will someone check the bio section of my About tab? Because I am curious, and I'll do the same. I will go back to my channel. Blazin says hard no. Absolutely not. I might be adding to that. Anyway, if you go to the About section, you'll see something. Read the first 4 lines. Read the first 4 lines. Use your eyeballs. You tell me what you're looking for. Anyway, specifically the 3rd line of the About tab is what I was looking for. I'm fishing. I'm over here fishing. And it's not important. It's not important. Nobody needs to know. I'll just sit here quietly enjoying my own time. All right. So let's go here. Hello and welcome to Balatro. Today is September 15th, which happens to also be the day I was born. So happy birthday to me. So today we're just going to kind of take it easy. I'm just going to play some Balatro. I've earned 2 trophies in this game. I have collected a bunch of stuff. Like if we go to our collection, I've been trying to get anything that I have not collected before, but I've never won. I have never won a single table. So anyway, we're just going to play that. And I figured if you guys have suggestions for future games, then we can do that as well. I am going to start with the default red deck. I don't usually use discards, but this deck gives us +1. And this is just going to be the how to play this game type of deal. Since the tutorial isn't going to run, we're going to show it here. So there are 3 fights. It's best to think of this as fights and as a roguelite game. I'm going to make the follower count disappear briefly. We have a standard 52 card deck. We can buy more cards as we go. But it's like, if you think of it like poker, you're going to lose. You gotta instead think of it like a roguelike. And it's just one that we play with playing cards. So we're gonna start with this first round that is the most like poker. If we win, we'll get $3 plus anything else that we get. So Let's just see how we do. As you see, I am not playing against anyone. There's no one else on the table. I am looking at this because I am closest to a straight. So I think what I'm going to do is select all of these cards. Or not a straight, a flush. Sorry. I got to get my things. And then I'm going to hit triangle to discard this. Now I'm down to 3 discards. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We still didn't get our flush. So I'm going to discard again. And there we go. Now we've got a flush. So I'll just start with the highest rated cards. It says flush. Hello, Gaming Mike's channel. It is good to have you here. You can barely see it. I'm going to make my face disappear briefly. So we're going to get 35 chips with a bonus of ×4 to this thing. So I'm going to hit square to play the hand. And it says, yay! Plus it's going to add chips for every one of these things. And then if it's on fire, that means I did it. We won the round. I'm going to keep this open so you can see my money. But pretty soon I'm going to bring my face back. And then we can chit chat. This is just kind of the getting to know what we are playing for the stream before I go about just mindlessly playing it. So we had 3 remaining hands, which gave us $1 per remaining hand. So we got a total of $6 out of this round. And we can use this in the store. Up top, we usually have jokers, but it looks like this time I got a tarot card and a planet card. Planet cards allow you to level up specific things. So in this case, a pair would add 1 more multiplier and 15 chips, and that might be pretty great. I don't see a reason to destroy any cards yet. Then we've got these boosters where you choose 1 out of the set amount that will be inside of it. And finally, you have vouchers, which reset every boss. So I don't have to buy this at all. I don't have to buy this now. I don't have to buy it on the next one. But the Celestial voucher, or this telescope, will make all future Celestial packs always contain the planet card of whatever poker hand I play the most. So right now that's just flush, because I played 1 hand and it's just a flush. If I had a Celestial, I'm going to skip it this time. It's too expensive. I'm going to instead buy the one that levels up pairs in case I get desperate and I need to use a pair. Now they are worth 15 or 25 as a base with a 3-time multiplier. So, and then triangle to go to the next round, and I'm going to bring my face back. If you're curious as to where I'm at, I can shout it out and let you know. But hopefully we start getting some jokers, because that gives us more multipliers. If you have not played the game, it's surprisingly good. If you have played it, you are welcome to comment on what I am doing. I'm not married to the way I play poker. Okay, so that gave us 58 chips at a 2-time multiplier, or 116. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm 1 away. I am 1 away. So since I'm 1 away, I think I'm going to drop these 4 cards. So let's go for a discard and hope we get an 8. No, we did not. We can count on it being closer to 110, and that would kind of be a waste of a hand if I were to do another 2 pair. So I think I might roll the dice again and try for another. I want the straight is what it boils down to. There it is. That's what I wanted. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And we play our hand. We got it up to 65 chips at a 4-times multiplier, or 260. We're down to 2 hands left. I have to, in 2 hands, I have to get above 450. Now you'll have to forgive my eyes. Sometimes I struggle when I'm looking at clubs and spades. Sometimes I have to really process them in my head. But we've got 3 and 3 of each. And I'm not very far off. I might... Let's see. So that would only be 40 as a base. Yeah, that might not be good enough. Let's go spades. Or is that the ones that I have not discarded? Those ones. I don't know what that suit is. There we go. Okay. We'll take the jack, the 7, the 5, the 4, the 3 for another flush. And that should do it. We're only going to get like $1. All right. So anyway, the real reason I brought you guys here, besides money, is that I don't know what to play next. I was looking at my library. I can pull up my library just to kind of have it as a reference. I hope that's the website. We're about to find out. If you don't see it in the chat, here is the Spotify link to what I am humming along to periodically. Right now it's Fa Fa by Guster. Let's go to my game library. So, the real reason I'm bringing all of this up is because I was thinking about one of the Ark games. The new one is Survival Ascended, and the old one is, I think, Survival Evolved, and I'm pretty sure that PlayStation Plus gave me both of them at one point. That is not how you spell it. I try to spell it like Ark the Lad. Okay, so I think I have Survival Evolved, maybe. No, I have Ascended and Evolved. I have both of those. I haven't played none of them. I don't know anything about the Ark games. I thought about putting it on today and making that the thing that I would do. I don't think I ever hydrated from gaming mic. But the point that I'm making is, I am down to play something that would bring others in. One of the games that I have thought about periodically was, I'm going to bring it up all the time, but the Borderlands franchise. I have all of them up to 3. I don't have the new one, but I think it would be fun to play through at least, those first 3, maybe the campaign itself. But at this point, I don't think you can buy 1 or 2 without all of the DLC connected to it. So it's like, why not? Let's do it. Let's find 3 more people and do it. Okay, I'm going to get this Joker. It adds double the rank of the lowest ranked card held in my hand. So that means that I need to be playing the low cards, because if I've got a high card, that's going to add to the multiplier. But I've never collected this one before. But I never get a straight flush. That is so hard to get. Well, I can afford both. Let's get both. All right. Now we fight our first boss. All clubs will be debuffed. If I play a club, it will be worth nothing. Except for the default hand. And that's why some of these cards have X's in them. Let's see. So we could dump those right away and just be done with them. Because I've only got a pair. But my pair is worth more now. Alright, I think I'm going to dump those at the minimum. I should probably dump these two, but they're on their way to a... I'm going to dump these two as well. Alright, I'm better with this. And just because we can, a hand can be made out of 5 cards. We're going to do the 2 pair, and we're going to make the 9 the lowest card in our hand. And that's enough. That was enough to beat the boss. By a lot. So, good job, me. Yeah, if there are any multiplayer games that you guys have thought about, things that, especially, I would give weight to anything that is drop in and drop out. Things where I can play and someone doesn't have to go in and deal with me. Gaming Mike's channel asks what my PSN handle is, and it is Ben the Wicked. All one word. BENTHEWICKED. It should be the in the About section. And I do own No Man's Sky. I haven't played it for a while. I have to go find the disc in my basement. Because I went and bought it when it was brand new. So I just have to find it. Okay, so that's always going to be a straight flush. I might end up selling the Seance card if I find something better. Now this one changes every hand. I just happen to know that. Okay, I'm gonna get them both. And I'm gonna keep the Seance, but as soon as I find a better Joker, I'm gonna sell it. And I'm gonna take those $3. It's only $3. It's not much, but let's go to the next battle. And I've got another 2 pair. I might as well. But we're only gonna get a 2 times multiplier. 4 times multiplier, but still. Okay, you are looking for straights. So if I could get a 9 or a king, that would get me there. Okay, let's there it is. All right. Hopefully that does it. Hopefully that's all I needed. Hopefully that defeats the small blind. I don't see fire yet. There's the fire. I think 2300 will do it. Excellent. If first hand of round is a single 6, destroy it and create a spectral card. That is quite interesting. And then, if first hand of round has only 1 card, add a permanent copy to the deck and draw it to the hand. I don't have enough money for both, and both are interesting. I think this one has more utility, because if I'm desperate, I could just play a high card and get that. Warframe, I have not ever really put any time into that, and that's another one that gets updated all the time. Warframe might be interesting to try. I think tomorrow I am willing to do Warframe. Let's give that a shot. Let me write it down somewhere so I can remind myself that tomorrow it's going to be Warframe. I know I played it years ago. I probably played it on the PS3, maybe PS4 if that was when it was first available. But the point is, it is very different than the game that I played. And so I am absolutely willing to... I'm even going to do the PS5 version. We'll add to library and download. So you guys might see the notification when it's fully downloaded. But yes, I am down to give that a shot. But yeah, they are good for jumping in and giving it a shot, seeing what they are. We're going to get this one. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Even if it never comes up, at least we discovered a card. So if the first hand only has one card, I might do that. Let's try it out. High card is only worth 5 chips at a one-time multiplier. This one gives us plus 11 to that. So 16 chips. We're going to get 16 towards our goal of 1,200. $520 after all the multipliers are done. So that was good. All right, let's go ahead and drop in our 2 pair. Sweet. I might sell off the to-do list. I saw that reset at the end of that hand, and whenever I do anything that resets, I end up getting rid of it because what was the point? What was the point? Okay. So this time they are looking for flushes. I haven't used a single tarot card, so this would be kind of worthless. All right, let's go ahead and get 3 of a kind leveled up. It is now up to a 5 times multiplier with a base rate of 50 chips. And I am fine with holding on to the rest of my cards. That will give me... I've got $7 in my hand. That gives me an interest of $1 at the end of the next one. And this one, we've got an extra large blind. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what the blinds mean. They explained it in the tutorial. I've played with $0, so I don't know if the blinds mean anything. Okay. I think what we should do is this. We're going to waste the first hand. Oh, crap. That was a complete waste. Everything I did was a waste. But that's okay. Should have done it to the king. That's fine. Whatever. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay, so I think what I will do with this hand... I've got 2 hands left, and I am thinking I might waste one. No, I'm going to just discard. I'm going to discard all of these and keep that. I think that was a good idea. I think that was a good decision. And we're going to play those extra cards because we just want them out of the hand. So when we have our socialist Joker, it's a plus 20 multiplier. Sweet. Nice little $7 brings us to $14 total. So if I play, this is a tricky one. If I play two of a kind or a card with, or a hand with 4 cards, I will gain 4 chips. Well, this Joker gains 4 chips. That is an interesting one. What are you? More frequency with these tarot cards. Well, let's go ahead and buy this one. The High Priestess creates 2 random planet cards. So we'll buy and use, and then ta-da. They're just random, so I didn't really get to pick them, but we might as well level up our 3 of a kind. Get that to 70 at 7 times. And our flush. Yes. I do like leveling up the flush. Flush is like my favorite, so I will try to aim for a flush more than anything else. And then I've said it multiple times. Let's go ahead and get rid of the to-do list. So let's try out this Joker instead. The square Joker. Well, that was fantastic. I'm going to make another Ace of Diamonds. I'm finding a lot of utility out of this particular Joker, the one that creates a copy. So now let's go ahead and play all of those. Still just 3 of a kind, but I want a 7 times multiplier to be applied to the Socialist Joker. Excellent. Also, I'm going to make my followers disappear briefly. We're at 55 cards, so that cloning Joker has duplicated 3 new cards for us. But I could also be buying those cards if they showed up in the store. I don't usually do it, but, you know, we might. It might come down to it. Ooh, these ones are interesting. I've already discovered it, so I think I'm going to hold off on getting it. Actually, let's sell you. Because I do want Odd Todd. And then trying to think if there's any of these that I want to get or if I want to save my money. Because right now I'm at $14, which means I will get $2 just in interest if I win the next round. But the $3 purchase isn't going to take that away. So let's go ahead and buy and use it. And we didn't get anything out of it. We rolled the dice and came up snake eyes. All right, let's do battle against the big blind. We have to score at least 3,000 chips, and then we can move on. And again, it's best to not think of this game like a poker game, and instead think of it like a roguelike. So let's make our fourth Ace of Diamonds. And I think we're going to get rid of everything that's not a diamond. And instead go with that. Nice flush at level 2 for 50 chips at 6 times multiplier, plus all of our other bonuses from our jokers. Oh yeah, and those are odd numbered. So there's another joker. I think his name is Even Steven, and he does the reverse of what Odd Todd does. He gives bonuses to even cards, and that's cool. All right, we are at $19. If I go through all of my discards, I can add 15 to the multiplier, which would be great when I am desperate at the end of a hand. Or start at 100 chips and then minus 5 chips every hand played. So this one would melt away like ice cream. It might be good to get at the beginning of a different run. I don't think I'm going to buy either of those. I'm thinking, since I have not discovered the Mega Standard Pack, and that allows me to choose 2 new playing cards, let's go ahead and do that. No Ace of Diamonds, and it doesn't look like any of them except for this one has any bonuses. So whenever I play this card and it is part of a scoring hand, it will give 3 chips. Or $3, not even 3 chips. It goes directly to my bank. And then the rest of them are just standard cards, so I'll go with the highest one. Would have been nice if one of them had a bonus to it, but whatever. We will fight the tooth, where we lose $1 per card played. So I might end this particular battle at $0. As always, yeah, let's do it. Let's make a new ace. I know that's wasting a hand. And then, even though 2 is still the lowest, I want to use the square. And that's a hand of 4. There we go. It got upgraded. Sweet. So if I can do that again, it will get upgraded again, and it will be worth more. But we're going to go with a flush. Maybe what I will do is I'll hold on to the ace and play that flush to upgrade the multiplier at the end. I'm at $1. I'm at $4. I have $4 left. Well, that's good. I'm glad we won because I was running out of money quickly. All right, so we're back up to 10. We went into that fight with $11. We're at $10. All right, I wonder how that is calculated, and I imagine it is the last hand, as in I have played through all of the hands, and that is my last chance. It'll give me a 3-time multiplier, and then, of course, one that gives me multipliers for hearts. I've got $10. And it might... I might want more planet cards. So I'm going to buy the voucher that gives me more planet cards. I'm at $0. We're about to find out if the ante means anything. Because I'm at a $4 ante. And I don't have any dollars. So let's go ahead and play. Or maybe I have to pay in order to do that? I do not know. I have never skipped a blind. I have always played. All right. Well, let's do what we always do. Let's create another ace of diamonds. Then we're going to do 2 pair with the kings and the 2s. And that will also upgrade that joker. But none of these were odds, sadly. Really wanted to get a 5. Because I really want that 5, I think I'm going to drop those. And I'm going to go for the full house. I'm into it. Odd Todd gives me a bunch of points for it. Dang it. I've got a pair of 4s. I am down to my last hand. I think I need to aim for a flush. I think I got it. So if I didn't get 900 out of this flush, then there's something really wrong with me. I think I got it. Just barely, but I got it. Ugh. I'm not very good at poker. It turns out, even this type of poker, I kind of panic while playing. Okay. That's a very interesting joker, but I'm going to go for the Jupiter and level up my flush. And that's it. We don't have enough money to do anything. I don't want to sell any of the cards I've got. I like them. We're aiming for 7,500. We're starting to get to the place where I start to fall apart and lose. But let's go for, let's not do that. Let's go for that one. Just to create another copy. We'll go full house. It's only a level 1, but that's fine. All of them are odd, so I'm going to get some pretty good boosts out of it. All right, well, a flush is worth more. So I'm going to take the flush, but then I think I'm going to hold... I kept a hold of the ace because right now I'm 2 away from another straight. So if I got a 4 and a 5, then we got another straight. And I got a 5, but not the 4. I need to get 1,200 in this next round. So let's dump... I can dump up to 5 cards. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get rid of all of those. We got a 3 of a kind. I got to do some quick math with a calculator because even though I help people with complicated math, I can't do... I think it's 490. It is 490. And that wouldn't cut it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to drop these guys. I've got 2 discards left. 4 of a kind is probably what I needed. Let's try that. 4 of a kind is worth less? Oh, because I've leveled up 3 of a kind. Dang it. This is a tricky one. This is a really tricky one because in normal poker, the 4 of a kind is a better hand. But I've got one hand left, and this is worth more than 4 of a kind. But if I could get a flush, that would be worth more than both of them. Let's try one last. It's our last discard. Let's try. Okay. That's the flush I needed. Let's do it. 0 hands, 0 discards. Man, this is where this game gets hard for me. When we start to get to these really high thresholds, I don't even know what the boss is going to be. Let's see. Uncommon jokers give a 1.5 multiplier. Do I have any uncommons? Nope, I have 0 uncommons. And then if I play a 3 of a kind... Oh, boy. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to my money. We have to score a 10,000, and our first hand is drawn face down. No, wait. All subsequent hands will be face down. Crap. This is where I usually fail and fall apart. Okay. Let's start by creating another ace of diamonds. And I see a straight right there. And now everything that replaces it is going to be played face down. But we're halfway there. So I could take a risk and be like, I bet all of these are kings. I am almost positive that all of these are just regular numbered cards. But these could be aces. But I think that that is a fairly safe bet. Let's find out. All right, it wasn't a great bet, but it was fine. And we've got a 6 at the bottom right now. Which means this is either a 9 or a 10. And then we got another, we've got a king, queen, or ace. And we still got a 6 at the bottom. We essentially are in a place where I have no way to intelligently put together a hand. And I've only got one hand left. So what I think I'll do is I'll just dump these cards. Oh, interesting. I could drop those 3 and try to work with whatever hand I get. If I had gotten a 7, that would have changed everything. I've got 2 discards left, and I think I should work towards a flush. And I think we got it. So, let's do that direction, and I'm going to drop the 8 and replace it with an ace. Okay, last hand. Cross your fingers. Let's hope it's a big one. It was barely enough. Well, not barely enough. I was over the threshold by like 2,000. Okay, every face card held in hand has a 1 in 2 chance of giving $1. That's an interesting one. We're not going to buy it because I'm pretty satisfied with the jokers I have. Like, I might drop DNA, but DNA has gotten us to 62 cards from our standard 52 card deck. Let's go ahead and upgrade a pair in case things get real bad. We can at least do that. There is the blank voucher, but I've already purchased one before, so I'm not going to waste my money. And then, do I want to get one more planet card or 2 more playing cards? Both of them get rid of my interest. I think I'm going to just play on to the small blind because now I'm getting $2 in interest. I think that's a smarter bet to make. We're aiming for 11,000. We've got a full house, so I'm going to create another ace of diamonds. Because why not? Okay, so we are almost halfway there. Gonna go with the 4 of a kind. I only get I gotta do it. I gotta do it for my square joker. Let him get upgraded. I'm 2,000 away, baby. Okay. And I'm not in a good position for anything except for maybe clubs. So let's go ahead and dump all of those and hope we get a bunch of clubs. We didn't get a bunch of clubs. I think I'm willing to take the bet that I thought I had upgraded some 2 pairs. All right, well, that made my decision for me. So let's grab those and discard. I think flush is going to always be the best way to go. Oof, barely. 1,400 over. I am going to be struggling with the next one, I imagine. Let's see. Select 2 cards and convert the left card into the right card. I don't think I like that. Then we got Even Steven. So this one, it upgrades every time, but it's upgrading with chips. But then when the chips get multiplied, that's really good. But it'd be nice to get bonuses on everything but face cards. So I might say it's time to get rid of the DNA card. We've created so many Ace of Diamonds. I think this card has done well. And I think I would rather get Even Steven. And this is tricky. This is tricky. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I don't have a lot of confidence in the last round. So we've only got one that's normal. We can get $3 for playing it. 10, a plus 10 to the multiplier for playing this one. I don't know. Oh, okay. I don't know how the red seal upgrades, but a retrigger essentially says after it's counted, do everything you just did to count it again. And it will do that once. And I think it would be better to do it on a face card, but this can go to the odd Todd. I'm doing this one. We're at 64 cards. And we're going to keep going. We need 16,500 chips to beat the big blind. We are out of that joker that I had been abusing, so let's go ahead and craft a full house. All right. Two pair is not worth a lot, but then I would have that 9 as the multiplier, and I would upgrade my square joker. And I still have 2 hands left, so I'm willing to make a sacrificial play in the hopes that we get a straight on the next one. That's the thinking, that's the idea that I have. Eight, 9, 10, Jack, Queen gets us there. But another 2 pair, then I lose the Queen. So that's 30 chips at times 4. Versus 20 at times 2. I think that made my decision for me. Let's go for the straight. Oh, I'm like 2,000 away. I'm so very close. And I've got 1 hand left. This is usually where I decide to say, screw the small cards. But I might be willing to do that 2 pair. That's only 40 chips as a base. But then I get 14 times to the multiplier for the 7 being the low card. Aces and 6s are going to get the even and odd treatment. Trying to see what else it'll get. I'm going to try it. If we fail, we fail, but I'm going to give it a shot. We got it. By like 3,000. By like 3,400 we got it. So I'm into that. We're at $18. Okay, Scary Face is a pretty good one. I could spend $3 to turn my money into 30. I've never done it before, so it's not discovered. I'm going to do it. And with that, I feel more confident about buying these guys, so I'm going to do it. Let's see. We get to pick one. Might be good to do the 2 pair. Might be better to do 4 of a kind. I don't want to have another situation where I choose a 3 of a kind because it's a better score than a 4 of a kind. All right, a foil gives 50 chips, whereas a wild card will turn it into any suit. So I think I'm going to go with the wild card. I prefer flushes. Okay, let's get our full house to start. Dang it. I was like, that was such a big hand. And then I looked at it at the end and I'm like, oh, it's only 4,500. I thought it was huge. All right, let's get rid of those. I got what I wanted. So I think I'm going to play it. I mean, we gotta play it. I can't think of another hand that I could position in a better spot. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take that. And we'll get a re-trigger on that 5. Which isn't much, but still, it's better than nothing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull 9,000 out of thin air. What I am going to try to do to get us as close as we can is that. Okay. All right, so I'm doing this specifically as my last hand. That makes the 6 my lowest number, and that gives me the most evens, and well, it gives me all odd Todds and 1 even Steven. But I think that's the best I can do towards my goal of 9,000. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't think I will. I did 7,000, so dang it. And it was my best hand too. 7,200 was the best I did. We didn't fold like a cheap suit. What a jerk. The Joker always says something mean at the end. Okay. I don't usually play with the red deck anyway. I usually play with the yellow deck because I like to start with more money. I like to try to win. So. Interesting. I don't know what skipping means. Maybe I have to pay $1 to skip, but I don't want to skip. I don't want to fight these guys. All right. Back to playing regular old poker. So let's go ahead and play some regular old poker. I was 20 away. So that'll do it. All right, $7 to start. Oh, this one, I have not discovered it. I've never tried it. As you see, it keeps changing the multiplier. I don't know what that means, but we're going to buy it. And then 15 chips if the hand is a straight, and I'm... Okay, so this will upgrade. It doesn't reset, so that I'm fine with. Tarot cards more frequently. We could spend $4 for another Joker. $6 for that. I think I am going to hold my money and move to the next round and see what this does. I've already forgotten what this guy wants. Straights. Dang it. I mean, we're getting closer to what I want. I mean, what I really want is a straight flush. I don't know if I've ever seen one before. But we're out of discards, so let's go ahead and play. Okay, we could get diamonds. We tried that last time. I think I'm going to get it. I think it's better to have these jokers, even if we're not immediately using them. And then I'm going to also get a planet card. We could upgrade our straights. We could upgrade our straight flushes, which we're not likely to see at this point. I think I'm going to upgrade the straights. Since I have a card that wants me to aim for straights, I might as well convince myself to try to get them as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang it. Let's dump those. I hit the wrong button. Oh my gosh. I'm so mad at myself. I might end up ruining this just because I hit that one wrong button. Wow, that really disheartens me. Okay, this is a straight. Let's go straight. Let's get rid of the 6 and replace that. It's worth a tiny bit more to go for a straight. I should have had a straight before, but I discarded instead of playing because I was a big dum-dum who wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking. Okay. All right. Now, I think things are good. Briefly, it said I had lost connection, but I think that was only my phone. All right, well, new hand. Let's try it again. All right, let's go ahead and get the high card. And then I'm going to get this Joker that I've never seen before. So this one will eventually melt. The ice cream. So every hand, well, in the first hand, it's going to give us 100. Then in the next hand, and I see those sunglasses, in the next hand, it will give us 95. And it's just going to keep decreasing by 5 until it's at 0. And then it'll be gone. It'll melt away. Yeah. I'm going to get down to $0 again. I'm going to buy the magic trick. And I'm going to buy the celestial pack. Straight flush is such a gamble. Let's do straights again. Try to encourage me to aim for straights. That's gonna, upgrade the runner. Well, crap. All right, this is the idea that I have. I'm going to just play this pair. I know that gets us down one hand. Oh, well, it also won. Whoops. Well, that worked out. Okay. Okay. The bank card is an interesting one because then I can buy further. That playing card is worthless to me. So I'm going to spend $4 on another planet. 2 pair, high card, straight flush. Let's go 2 pair. Try to make it worth something, at least something. Yeah. All right, big blind. Let's see what you got. All I wanted was a 5 or a 10. I'll take it. I will, whoops, take that. Okay, level 3, straight 90 chips at 10 times multiplier. Plus, we're going to upgrade something. So let's go ahead and upgrade the runner. And then start calculating it out. What's it going to be? Oh yeah, I forgot all about the diamonds. My numbers are on fire, so that means we did it. By a lot. All right. We got $9 to play with. Dang it. I'll buy the reserved parking. And I'm out. I'm out of money. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. But if you want to skip, I'll let you skip. I love this band. I love this band. Oh, they're done. But if you want to skip on Hollywood Kisses by Kung Fu, speak now or forever hold your peace. But yeah, that's a good idea. I could allow that to happen. And then I have to remember, if I'm playing a game where I'm not listening to a jam, I have to turn off those beard hairs. But that's a pretty good idea. But I did pick my maximum chill playlist, so that also contributes, I realize. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm going to play the pair and hope I get an ace or a 6. Nope, I don't need to worry about that. Now, +1 to hand size isn't gonna do it for me. And I mean, both of those are interesting, but I'm looking at them because I've never purchased them before, and I don't need them. I don't need those. I don't need any of these. I don't need them. We're going to hold on to our money for a round where we actually want them. Let's go ahead and use our full house. Nice. Nice. If you see those fires, that means I did it. Okay. It is tempting to want to get one of these for every one of the suits. But I'm more likely to sell that one off and replace it with this one. Just so I can discover it. I don't even want to use it. I'm going to do that. Just for the discovery of the card. There. It's probably not going to stay. It's probably not going to be a Joker that we stick with. And of course, as soon as I'm done with stuff, that's when they start giving me better cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a single spade or whatever it is. Clubs, that's what they are. And now I feel like I get nothing but diamonds. I feel like the game is purposefully attacking me. All right, what are you? When the blind is selected, destroy the Joker to the right and permanently add double its sell value to this multiplier. That is a lot of complicated stuff that I don't think I've fully wrapped my head around. Wait. Okay. So if I had purchased this first, then everything to the right of it would be destroyed when I went in, and that would have turned the sell value into the multiplier. But if I were to sell a card now in order to get this, it will do nothing because there's nothing to the right of it. I'd have to sell something else and get another Joker. Okay, so it's an interesting card to think about, but it's not going to be what we use this time around. And we're not going to make space for it. Okay, let's play a hand of faith-based cards and play those. We could play these. These are probably low cards, but I highly doubt that it's a 4, 3, and a 2. But I might do it just to see what happens. Ah, it was a pair of 4s. All right, I've got enough to get another straight. So I think I'm going to go for that. And that should be enough to win. Hopefully. We'll find out. And my ice cream continues to melt. DNA was interesting. Paintbrush is also interesting. I'm going to buy it. And since I've never purchased one of these before, I'm gonna do it just to discover it. Okay. Got an extra multiplier and a retrigger. Obviously, those are the two that we gotta pick. They're the ones that actually have something with them, so they're the ones I gotta pick. Alright, I'll tell you what. You probably don't want to have the maximum chill going anymore. So I'm going to switch over to... I don't know if it's changed for you guys. Hopefully it did. It should be Superman by REM right now. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, we're just listening over there on the Spotify link in the chat. Also, if you've got recommendations for what the new stream game should be, go ahead and leave that in the chat. I am interested in switching games. That's the reason why we're doing Balatro today, because I just wanted to have something that we could be playing while we chatted about a potential replacement. It's looking like tomorrow we're going to try Warframe. And then if there's any other games that you guys think would be fun, especially for drop-in and drop-out style multiplayer, go ahead and let me know. What I wouldn't give for a 3. But that kills any straight that we could have had. Doesn't matter. We got it. We got it. That was all I needed. I'm a happy man now. I like Odd Todd a lot, but we're going to get that guy. Upgrade our flushes. And... I mean, it's worth it. Let's get both of these. We only get to select one, but at least we get to select one that we want. Like, we could upgrade flushing again. We could upgrade our 2-pair. Straight is probably the way to go. If there's another straight, I'm taking that one. There was another straight. But what are you? Okay, let's upgrade every poker hand by 1 level. That includes the straight. Neat. I had never discovered that before. Alright, we got $15 left to play with. We're going to skip the Odd Todd this time around. 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind is better. We'll do a straight on the next one. Actually, because we know we have a straight, let's go ahead and do it. And then if there is a hand left over, maybe we can get a 4 of a kind or a full house. But we won't. We did it. How much ice cream do I have left? I have 40. So I have 8 more scoops of ice cream, right? That's 8. 40 divided by 5 is 8. Yeah, because 35 would be 7. So we have 8 more scoops to go. Interesting. This would be a very good joker to get. I kind of like both of those, but I think that I'd rather this one that would allow me to have a gap in a straight. Like if I'm really close to a straight, but I'm missing it by like one thing. And then I think I'm going to dump the reserved parking and instead go for this just to discover it and, you know, see what it does. Stone cards are very interesting. Steel cards are very interesting. And the rest are bogus, so I think I'm going to keep the steel card. All right, let's go after the mark. We need 10,000 chips. And it looks like all face cards are going to be played face down. Okay, I think we're going to abandon some pairs. And so because we're skipping the number 7, this now counts as a straight. Excellent. And that was enough. These bosses, they stress me out a little bit sometimes. All right, $21 to work with. We got my favorite raised fist and a foil version of the DNA, which means every time it fires, which would be any time, well, the first hand of any new round. It's interesting. I'm not going to go with it, but it's interesting to see. Instead, I think I would rather buy some more cards. So we will take the holographic 3 and the steel 4. And we're back up to 11,000. Let's do this, baby. I'm going to have to get rid of that blackboard. I don't think that's serving me at all. Burning down the house. But I know I'm getting rid of this one in 6 hands. That's why I'm like, do I want to get rid of it? Get the 2 pair knocked out. It's not worth much. This might be a bad decision, but we still got 2 hands left, so I'm not worried about it. Burning down the house. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to decide if it would be worth it, and I think it is worth it to get rid of those cards. But if I'm getting rid of those cards, I should get rid of that one too. Because why would I stick around with a pair of aces? Still is not giving me what I want. I've got one last discard. I'm going to use it. I'm going to see if I can get it. It might be a mistake, but I got to try. It was not a mistake. So, grab that, that, and that. And that should be enough. Plus, we'll get a multiplier for having that steel card. Yeah, I think 15,000 is more than 11,000. I think I did it. I think that's a winning hand. Okay. I'm going to sell the ice cream and buy this other Joker. I'm not going to use any rerolls. Well, except that I got a free one, so I'll use it now. Plus 80 chips if it's a flush. Let's go ahead and do the 3 of a kind. If I can get a straight, it's gonna be worth so much. And I'm contented with what I've got. I'm gonna try this out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep what I've got. It's a bad idea to do this, but we've got a full house. I'm not going to do it. Dang it. Dang it. I am going to do it. I shouldn't do it. By playing these steel cards, I lose their multipliers. But I don't want to try to craft a better hand. I think I'd rather start with something strong and see what that does. It wasn't very strong after all. I really need a straight. I think what I'm going to do is aim for a straight flush. And I think I got it. Yeah, baby, that's a straight flush right there. I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. If I could get an ace instead, that would have been a royal flush. Dang it! And it still wasn't enough. All right, well, let's throw another full house their way. See what they think about that. Barely. That was less than 2,000. That was not a very powerful full house. I'd love to get another black hole, but All right, so I'm just kind of looking at everything and thinking about my options. I really want to get rid of that blackboard, and I think this might be a better option. The problem is I've been using my discards, and so... But I think it's worth it. Let's get rid of the blackboard. Let's get the banner. I have $15 left, so let's get another trading card. Trading card? Standard card. And this has a red seal and a wild card, so let's go for it. And I'll take my free reroll. Every played 10 or 4 gives 10 and 4 multiplier when scored. I think that might be worth it. I'm going to do that. We've discovered a bunch of cards. We've, picked up a bunch of stuff. Let's see if we can beat the fish. Cards drawn face down after each hand played. So let's hope we can get a massive hand together with the first one. 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3. We could also go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll try that. Okay, we're going to go for a level 6 straight. I'm holding on to that steel card. I'm holding on to that wild card. Excellent. Excellent. That was huge. That was huge. Okay, I can make rerolls cheaper. The first time I ever rerolled was because it was free, so I don't know if making them cheaper is going to encourage me. Tarot cards I almost never use. Let's go ahead and see what we've got in a standard pack. Man, glass cards are annoying. There's a 25% chance that by playing it, it'll shatter. But it gives a 2 times multiplier when it's played. Meanwhile, there's a foil and a lucky card. I think that's a better option. Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. Okay, let's dive back in. 20,000 chips. And we're on our way to another flush. Dang it. I could get another 2 pair, but I think it might be a better idea. Oh, see, because that's the 10 times multiplier, and that's another multiplier. It might be worthwhile to go for them together. But if I do them separately, I could work on this one towards a flush. Screw it. I'm not a cards guy. I don't know anything. I'm going to go with that. Ugh, it's not much of one, but we're going to go with that. How is that a pair? Oh, my bad. My bad. All right, I'm gonna go for another flush. Okay. Okay, we're going to hold on to our steel card. We're going to go with that straight. We don't need the 3 because of that shortcut. And the steel card should give us another boost to our multiplier. This is our last chance. And we did it. Sweet. I'm glad when a plan comes together. Even a plan that I had not intentionally planned because I wasn't thinking clearly. So, let's upgrade another hand. We could do 2 pair, which I have been doing a lot of. And then part of me is like, if I go after the big cards, you know, going after this one, a straight flush is so hard to get. But it'd be nice if it was at a level 3 as opposed to a level 2. Let's do it. Okay. Good call. Good call. As you watch the stream, you can earn beard hairs, and one of those things could be not sunglasses, as we just saw generate. And that allows me to take them off. I think I gotta go with a 3 of a kind. Arg. Arg. Because I've only got 4 of anything. So yeah, I think that's better, and then we can try to work towards either a shortcut straight or a regular straight, but at least we'll get this 3 of a kind. I need a 5 or a 7, and I got neither. Trying to think what would be the best one to try to build. And as I'm looking at it, I think the best direction to go would be to discard those. I don't love this either. But at least we've got something. So we only have to score 10,000 per hand. All right, we've got a full house. Let's take the full house. So what I'm thinking about is, do I want to go for the 2 pair, or do I want to try to build out a straight? Because a straight would be much better. And I really only need an 8 or a 9. I think that's going to be worth it. Okay, let's dump 5 cards. 7, 8. So that at least gets me on my last hand the best straight that I can do. I've got a 1 in 5 chance or a 20% chance to get a 20 multiplier. An even worse chance to immediately get $20 that won't do me any good if I lose. And then an automatic +7 to the chips and +4 to the multiplier. I think this is the best hand I can put together. And it was good enough. It was a good enough hand. Wow. I'm genuinely shocked that I survived that. Okay. Cards played previously this ante are debuffed. Not all cards played previously are debuffed, because then I'd be in trouble. So I've got enough to make a pair. Blank. 6, 5. I can make a straight. I won't get anything out of this particular straight, but... Well, I will get stuff. I just won't get anything out of that 7. But we're halfway there already, so that wasn't too shabby. Crap. I think I'm just going to get rid of anything. Ugh. Yeah, I'm getting rid of anything that I played. And see what I've got with this one. I'm missing so many cards to make anything that I want, but I'm looking at the diamonds as being the best potential, but then I'm also looking... yeah, I think that's going to be what I do. I'm going to hold on to that 3. And that's doable. That's worth doing. So we're only 1 away. We'll take it. And the steel card still works. Yeah. All right. Fingers crossed. Let's hope this turns out to be another $20,000 hand. It was not. Ooh. I've got one last discard, and I could get the full house. But 2 of these cards are not going to be counted. And then I lose out on the 1.5 multiplier and the +3 chips. Alternatively, as I think about this, we could try to go for a clubs-based flush. I'm going to do it. Kind of didn't work out the way I wanted it to. In fact... I'm out of discards! No! Okay, well, crap. I don't think this is worth 13,000, but it's what we gotta go with. It was worth 7,000, so I'm 6 away. I'm out of discards. I can make 2 pair. That's all I can do. Thank goodness I've got that walkie-talkie for the 10-4s. But it wasn't enough. Oh. All right, well, 25,000 chips. Well, 24,500, 200, 525, 500, 200. What the hell is wrong with my brain today? Okay. I think I'm going to try one more time. One last try. New run. Same thing. And we're going to kind of speed run this one. And this is going to be the last try of the stream. Win or lose, this is it. Regular ass poker right to begin with. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay. I had to count it a couple of times because I was like, is that really a straight? And it really was a straight. Okay, what are you? 1 less hand per round, but +2 to the cards I'm allowed to hold. Earn $8 if played hand triggers the boss blind ability. Well, I don't love either of these, but I'm going to get them both. Why? Because why not? That's why. Excellent. I see it. I see it. I'm getting rid of a lot of components towards another... Dang it! I didn't see it. Crap nuggets. I thought I was looking at a 5 in there. I didn't see a 5. All right, we'll take another 2 pair. But at least, you know, it's worth 40 more. Oh, no! Oh, man. It's not going to be enough. But that's the best I've got. I don't have anything to make flushes or straights. I got pairs for days. Okay, I lied. This is gonna be the last run. Ooh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it. Okay. Let's dump them. I think 2 pairs should be enough to finish this off. I'm going to take that risk. Yeah, that's enough. Oh, what are you? When the blind is selected, create 2 common jokers. Oh, boo. I mean, we can try it. We can try it out. This joker gains +3 multiplier when any booster pack is skipped. And I think these are the booster packs. So I have to purchase and then skip. I have to spend the money and then skip. And that's how I make the red card work. This one is going to fill me up with jokers, so we're going to go ahead and try it out. And we'll select the next blind. There's our 2 jokers. First one, every played ace gives 20 chips and a 4-time multiplier when it's scored. And if we can score flushes, that'll be 80 more chips. Well, I've got 2 aces right away that can be scored, so I'm going to go for those. Now, I don't know if the boss is going to fire off that joker again, because I don't think that counts. And I'm going to skip everything. Let's try this out. The pillar, it shouldn't be a blind. Nope, it still counts as a blind. Okay. Previously played cards are debuffed. We've got the ice cream back. We've got a 1 in 2 chance to create a tarot card when a booster pack is open. So I've got 3 and 3, both of them. I gotta make a decision. I think I'm gonna go spades. If I find you been creeping round my back stair. Just need one more, and we got one more, baby. And that's all we needed. Once the fires start above my head, that means we did it. Okay, what did he want? He just wanted me to open a booster pack, so I can skip them if I don't like them. So we'll start with this, although I don't know why I would skip anything. Let's see. I think I'd rather a bonus card. And that got it... Oh, it created one. Okay, let's go ahead and use it. I think I'm going to go with the 3 of a kind. Oh, no. That's what we did last time, and suddenly it became more valuable than the other one. Okay. And then because we are rolling in cash, I am going to buy that. We've got $40, by the way. And then I'm going to create and use that. Or buy and use, rather. And so let's go ahead and level up our high cards and level up our 3 of a kind. And now our 3 of a kind is worth more than our 4 of a kind. So we have run into the same problem that we ran into last time. All right, let's go with a full house and see what we get. Okay, well, we're very close to it, so I'm going to get rid of all of those. I guess I'll take it. I'll take it. We just upgraded it. 3s are not worth a lot, but whatever. Nice little $10 bonus. I don't have space for any more jokers, and I got my Even Steven that I love so much. And it's holographic. So I think we are going to sell the riffraff. It did a great job. We're going to get Even Steven added. And that'll be it. Okay. I'm going to try to build hearts. No! That is not allowed. Excellent. That's what I wanted. I don't remember what the arrows mean. Oh, okay. It was like plus 30 to his chips. Okay. We'll get the mercury for a single pair because I'm sitting on over $50. So we don't want to be holding on to this money, especially if I can use it. That's a pretty good one, but I'm not going to use it. We are instead going to go for that guy. Let's go flush. Let's go flush. We're going to hold on to the ice cream, although I am very tempted to sell it for $2 and get the Joseph J. Joker business card. But I don't need money. Like, I'm tempted because it's not discovered, but I don't need it. And our spades have been neutered. Let's hit him with 3 of a kind. And that's all we needed. That was all we needed. Whew. Don't have any space for jokers. All right, let's go ahead and spend some of our money. We get 2 of these, so we will take the bonus card with the red seal, and we will take the foil. I'm going to get the voucher. What are you? So if I draw this gold card and I can hold on to it, then it gives me $3. $3. This gives me $3 for playing it. So we'll definitely get that one. And I think we'll grab the one that rewards play. I don't know if I want a card that just wants to sit in my hand and take up space. Like that's not going to do me any good. Let's go for the flush. The flush is better. Better than 2 pair. Oh, I got a tarot card at some point. Obviously from opening a booster pack and my Joker firing off. But I wasn't paying attention when it happened. That's why I'm kind of surprised that it's up there. I'm going to sell it because I don't like that one. Okay, so I can create a spectral card. I don't know what spectral cards are. So let's do it. Okay, so these are the spectral cards. There's a blue seal that creates a planet card for the final played poker hand of the round if it's held in the hand. So this will add a blue seal to one of my cards. This would destroy 5 cards randomly, destroy 1 card randomly, and convert all the cards in my hand to a single random rank at -1 the hand size. I think I'm going to have to go with the blue seal, and we're going to add it to that 2. I don't think I should, because what's the likelihood that I would play it? Let's add it to an ace of spades. There. We've done it. I've done it. I don't know if I should have done it, but we've done it. That's a pretty interesting one, but we're going to get rid of it. I don't need the money. I just don't need to have those cards staring at me. All right, let's do another full house. And we're still on our way to a straight. That was it, baby. There's our basic Joker, but every single hand gets a +4 multiplier. It is pretty useful if you are, you know, just trying to figure things out. That one for tarot cards used. I've only used 2 of them, so not great. But we're going to get 2 planet cards, please. And we got another magician. Okay, that one I will use. All right, there's our first one. And then I'm thinking flush for the next one because I think that would be the smarter option. Too late now. That's the one I'm going to go with. A level 3 flush. And then when we start the next hand, I will use the Magician. Okay, we want to turn 2 of these into lucky cards. Let's turn... Dang it. Okay, we are going to turn these 2 into lucky cards. Ta-da. Then we are going to take these 4 and discard them. Because I wanted that. Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. Let's give it a shot. Excellent. I love it when the fire starts and I'm like, I did it, baby. That was all it took. Daddy's alright. They just seem a little weird. Oh, I love this card. How many do we have on ice cream? 60? All right, I think I'm going to get rid of the Crafty Joker and instead go with Splash. And the reason for that is if I get another boss where all of my cards have to be played face down, Splash will make it so every card I played gets scored. I don't know. Obviously, I've purchased this Joker before, and I don't know what it does. I don't like that. I'm going to buy it only so that I can have it discovered. But essentially what it says is I have to, if I earn planet cards on the top right, I have to hold them. And then for each of them that I'm holding, that will give me another multiplier. I don't often get planet cards. Let's go Mars for the 4 of a kind. Please be a black hole. Boo. And I will do 2 pair for Uranus. And I'm not going to sell anything because I don't know what Oops All Sixes does. All right, well, let's see if we can do this right away. We are going with the full house. If I can make this the final hand, then the planet card that gets created will be the full house planet card. And that was the last hand. So that should be a full house planet card created. Where's my full house planet card? Where's my full house planet card? Well, that blows. Clearly, I don't know what a lucky chip is. Or maybe it was 1 in 4 of a thing. Alright, whatever. I'll buy more planet cards anyway. Don't see any other of the ones I love. Let's use that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I got rid of that card that did the other thing. So I'm going to use these. I hope I can get another full house because I just realized that's only at level 1. Or it's at level 2 now, but still, that is not very good. All right, let's see how we do. 7,500, that's what we're aiming for. I'm only 1 away from a flush, so I think I'm going to try for it. And a level 3 flush might be enough to finish this thing off. It was not enough. And I don't have the one that allows me to skip. Otherwise, I would go for this straight here. And I don't think it would be worth it to try to go for that straight. I think it'd be better to go for the flush. And that did it for us. So that should do it. That should be it. I'm not going to buy, well, obviously I'm not going to buy either of those jokers, but I was thinking about it in terms of possibly going for it. Let's go for Earth. Every once in a while I get a full house. I seem to have gotten a lot of full houses. And then we'll go for a straight. Get that one up to 3. And then one more. Please be a black hole. Boo. All right, here we go, baby. We've got 9 more hands where the ice cream will give us something. See, I'm tempted to get that, but I think it would be better to go for the hearts flush. So I'm going to go for that. 1, 2, 3, 4 still. I'll just keep going through. I'll just keep going through until they give me another heart. There. I knew they would eventually. I don't know if I'm going to get 20,000 on this one. Let's get our 3 of a kind plus 50 more chips. And then if I need to discard, at least I've held on to it. Wow. Come on. Big numbers. Big numbers. I don't think we're going to get big numbers. Okay, we get one last chance for big numbers. And I finally got another full house. So we'll see what it does. All right. Last hand. Or we keep going. We'll find out together. Oh. Oh. Well, it was a good try. It was a good try. So that was some Balatro. Tomorrow we are going to be checking out Warframe. So make sure to check it out. If you were not paying attention, it's essentially poker. Like, if you know the rules for poker, that's the game. It's just, instead of playing against anyone else, you are putting together your best poker hand. And then as you buy jokers or you get tarot cards, you are upgrading to get more points. And so it's best to not think of it as a poker game, but as a roguelike, because every stage has a new threshold of points that you have to reach, and you're only going to get there by collecting enough jokers, by having the right cards in your hand. I've never gotten through 8 rounds. The best I have done is get my ante up to a 4. Maybe a 5. Maybe I've made it all the way up to a 5. But that's usually where I get rocked. And I've never looked it up to see what jokers work best together, to see how it should be. But, you know, once I started thinking of it as a roguelike, I was like, okay, I get it. Like, yes, I know how to play poker, but this isn't poker. This is poker being used to fight bosses, and I don't get to see what those bosses look like. They're just words. So, all right. We will be back tomorrow with some Warframe, so make sure to check that out. I don't know if it's cross-platform, but I'm going to be playing on PlayStation Network, so you can be like Gaming Mike's channel and hang out with us when we do that. So, also join the Discord. I will probably run the chat through Discord. Maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll find out together tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye! Yeah.